All right, let's get this party started with a Bills TV video about Dylan Zippe. I'm assuming he is the heir to the lighter company. That was a joke, huh? What do you think? I don't think it was very good, but you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Anyway, apparently he's like a disturbing Lolcow type figure. So let's get this going.
A couple weeks ago, we covered a TikTok content creator by the name of Tall Knight. This was a creator.
Bro, I'm so tired of this Tall Knight stuff. People are still talking about it on social media. Oh, Tall Knight, he's such a bad guy. Yeah, okay. Oh, Tall Knight, when he was 19, he talked to a 16-year-old. Okay, so whatever, get over it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, relax. You guys are insane.
Who was exposed multiple times by a plethora of creators on TikTok.
A plethora, you mean?
And YouTube, but continued to bend the truth to make it seem like he was not as bad of a person as everyone was trying to make him out to be. This tactic...
At this point, I'm hit with so much woke fatigue on Tall Knight that I now like him. You know what I mean?
Of manipulating his viewers did help him get some heat off of his back, with some of his fans defending him any chance that they can get. But the majority of his fan base stopped trying to defend him after he admitted to sending naked pics to someone who was much younger than him.
And 3 years is not much younger than him. Come on, man. Listen, because I like Bills TV, he's a cool guy, but I need you guys to understand, if somebody is so vague as to say much younger than, there's something going on there. Be honest. Just say the name. Say the ages. 16 and 19. It's not that bad. Much younger than him. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Now, the reason I bring up the Tall Knight is due to the nature of today's video. TikTok has recently seen a spike in creators being called out for being predators.
They have not recently seen a spike. Let me tell you. I started on TikTok. If anything, we've seen a dip. It used to be far worse, I'll tell you that much.
Creators like Tall Knight and Evan Cardin.
Yeah, Evan Cardin was crazy. That dude was like 30 talking to 16-year-olds or some shit like that. That was wild.
Were called out multiple times when they were exposed. They both have a sizable audience on the platform, but as you know, TikTok is a platform that's fairly easy to get a following on, or even hundreds of thousands of views on. So today we talk about a content creator who may not have the biggest following on TikTok, with only around 400,000 followers, but he has been called out just like the other two creators for being caught on 3 different occasions speaking inappropriately to his underage fans.
Oh shit, how old is this guy? That's the number one question.
And again, TikTok has seen a spike in this behavior where weirdos can get a following and then prey on the unexpected. And sometimes they are even able to get away with this disgusting behavior. But before we continue,
this guy's 20 years old. He looks like a grown man. Okay, so he's 20 according to this. Wow, he's number 13,198 in popularity. That's pretty high. I wonder where this guy Papa Gut is. Oh, look. Damn. My popularity is sunk, dude. Jesus. Wow. Okay. Well, sad stuff, guys. They reached out to me once and asked me to fill out my profile, and I just didn't. If
you find yourself enjoying the video at any time throughout the video,
right, so
please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get to work.
All right, let's see how young these people are that he was talking to.
Okay, while doing the research...
I mean, he's already guilty of cringe. Let's look at this guy.
For this video, I had the displeasure of looking through a lot of Dylan's videos on his TikTok account to figure out exactly how he got the 400k followers in the first place.
Yeah, I've seen his videos. I've seen his videos on TikTok. The reason that he's gotten a following is because he's cringe. That's it. That's the entire thing. He is cringe.
Can you...
I'll show you an example, I guess, of Dylan Zippe. All right, I'm not gonna show you exactly. He'll show us again.
Like, I went through a lot of his videos, which will probably scar me for like ever. It looks like Dylan started uploading to his account in September of 2021.
Yeah.
Now these videos uploaded to the page focused on the different
places. So I guess he was 18 at that point.
That Dylan traveled to or explored with his group of friends.
Cool.
It wouldn't be until 2 months later in December of 2021 when Dylan made his first appearance on his TikTok account. His first video showing himself on camera was a POV video, and after this video, Dylan restructured his whole TikTok account to be all POV TikTok videos.
Yeah, to be cringe.
This generated him the most engagement and views out of any other content.
It's called cringe farming. If you can successfully cringe farm on the internet, dude, There's no greater. There's really no greater. There's nothing greater than that. People probably won't respect you, but you could certainly cringe from and get to heights. You know?
He created on his page. But this also came with trolls in the comment sections of every video. This video that's on the screen right now was one of his most viewed videos back in the day on his page, with over 5 million views and over 64,000
You gotta put the audio behind it. It's always so cringe. I can't play it because it's a DMCA, but it's so cringe.
comments, with the top comments saying, "Good thing I'm a lesbian," and "Watermelon Sugar Bye," which was a song that was in the video, and "Put your hand back," that was the best part. These videos posted by Dylan are nothing short of being cringy as hell, but this is what got him the views and the interactions on his page in the first place. There are a lot of trolls on TikTok, but there are also a lot of people on TikTok who will defend a creator just because they feel bad for them because they see the trolls in the comment sections. These videos, of course, cringed me out, but this was the content that grew his platform. And just like any TikTok creator who posts cringy videos to their account, people poked fun at how he looked during the videos.
Yeah, that's because it's all cringe, bro. All cringe.
But that didn't stop Dylan from creating and uploading these videos to TikTok.
They're literally thirst traps. This is one of the things that blows my mind about TikTok, is that there is a weird and strong group of people who use TikTok as a dating platform. It's really bizarre. It's mostly like older Southern middle-aged men and women, and I don't understand it, and it's just so bizarre to me.
If anything, it made it even easier for him to generate views on each video he uploaded.
See you later,
So like any creator, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Dylan continued this same style of content. They'd range from POVs to lip syncing videos to dancing videos and eventually to him just singing during his videos. But of course,
hey, if I was a little kid and I heard that, I'd be like, "Oh my god, this older man is so hot." You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that?
Of course, this helped him build up an audience. But this fan base wasn't just on TikTok. It also migrated out to other platforms like his Instagram account.
Instagram Reels? Hey, post that on Instagram Reels.
Instagram, Dylan has accumulated over 20,000 followers. And on YouTube, he has right around 1,000 subscribers. So now, as the videos started to get a bit more repetitive, and as people started to defend Dylan for his cringy videos in the comments, behind the scenes, Dylan was doing a lot of creepy shit that you probably shouldn't be doing at his age.
Damn, that was his age? What is his age?
At the age of 18 years old, or around 18 years old, Dylan was exposed for inappropriately texting a 13-year-old girl.
Well, that is pretty bad. Did he know she was 13? It's kind of indefensible. Did he know she was 13?
He'd ask her to send pictures of her private areas and other things.
Not her bathroom. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
As well, which is just disgusting.
Sorry, what was it?
Ask her to send pictures of her private areas and other things as well, which is just disgusting. Now, even though this was the first situation that came to light against Dylan, this wasn't the first situation ever. The creator, Your Favorite Guy on TikTok, would upload a video speaking about how he knew Dylan from before he was even 18 years old.
What, are they kissing?
The reason why he even knew of Dylan was because they were in a Snapchat group chat together. In this group chat, Dylan was exposed for sexting multiple 13-year-olds when he was only 17 years old.
Yeah, I think that's very inappropriate. 13, 17 is kind of a no-go. It is a 4-year age gap, but it's just like a no. It's a no-no. Yeah, I don't think that's obviously not it's obviously not good.
This would lead to Dylan posting a TikTok video apologizing and stating that he never meant to make anyone feel uncomfortable and now he just wanted to sing to them.
Hey TikTok, thank you guys again for 40k followers.
Oh shit, he actually sounds like he likes 13-year-olds. What the fuck?
It means a lot to me, but this is not why I'm here. I need to talk to you guys for a bit. Does this guy
have like a disability? Because he doesn't seem like it. This is one of the problems. You know, if he was like an 18-year-old autism, I was higher support needed, I'd be like, okay, I kind of get it. But this dude kind of seems like he's just cringe. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, no, he wouldn't be a nonce because he's 17. I just need to be very clear. You could say that in other channels, but in my channel you can't because what a pedophile means is something serious, and he wouldn't be considered a pedophile. Pedophilia is marked by a few different factors. One, you have to be 16 or older. Two, the person, or not even a person that you're interacting with, the thoughts of the people you're attracted to have to be 13 or under and within over a 5-year age gap, or 5 years and plus age gap. So technically he wouldn't be considered that. you might say like, oh, that's stupid. I don't care. Like he's still, for me, you know, I come from more of a harm reduction place. So there needs to be correct assignments of inappropriate behavior. And then you would move from there, from like a therapeutic perspective. Either way, it's inappropriate. Like 13, 17, I just don't think a 13-year-old is like where they need to be, you know? Obviously inappropriate, but he's not a pedophile. So, but just very inappropriate. The fact that he keeps seeming to get caught with 13-year-olds is very weird, though. It's one thing for it to happen like once, but for it to continuously happen. So, interesting.
Apology video. So for anyone out there, I just want to say I'm sorry.
I thought a nonce was a pedo. No, I thought that's what the English would say. Oh, he's a fucking nonce, right? Isn't that what it is? Oh, you meant creep. What is that definition of a nonce? I guess I never knew what that is. Coined for the what the fuck? That means a rapist or a child molester. That's yeah. So just to be clear, it's not. So yeah, just so you know.
Sorry, and I did not mean to be creepy in any way. I just wanted to be a nice person and to sing for her. And I did not know that she was 14. She didn't tell me her age.
Oh, 14 and 17. That's a little different. I'm not a fan of it still. I still think it's inappropriate, but I don't think that 14, 17 is like morally horrible. For me, it makes me uncomfortable. If it was my kid, I'd smack him, but I don't think it's like in the realm of even predatory behavior. So if it's 14 and 17, not really that bad. Well, it's not that good, but it's not as bad. Especially if he didn't know the ages. Why did he say 13? This guy just said 14. Why did Bill say 13 if he's saying it's 14?
So it was wrong of me to do that. So I just want to say I'm sorry.
Who's lying?
Sorry. And hopefully you guys can appreciate it and accept my apology. And yeah. And hopefully you guys accept it. So you guys do.
Okay.
Thank you, and I just don't want to get hate anymore.
As a 14-year-old girl, I accept your apology, Dylan. Okay.
Not only was this video pretty off-putting, because
it's a little weird though, because you said that she was 13 and he's saying 14. Now this guy could be lying, Dylan could be lying, or Bill's could have made a mistake. I just think it's something to consider. Because it's a little bit of, we're getting a little bit of an inconsistent story here, but okay.
Because he talked like this.
Yeah, man. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
Dude, I didn't even know what age they were. I was just really trying to sing to them. And thank you for 40K. And I really I just really didn't know what age they were, dude. Like, yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, some people don't know ages. That's one of the problems, especially with young men, is like they'll look at a person and be like, ah, they look old enough. I'm not going to ask the age, which is obviously inappropriate, but it's like it's a fucking problem.
Dude, I really hope you can forgive me. And yeah, I just don't want to get hate anymore.
That whole video was in that accent, and he also had the fuckboy squinty eyes throughout the whole entire video, and it just didn't look as serious. And he'd also start off his apology by saying, thank you for the 40,000 followers, but I really have to address this. And again, he'd get exposed again just 2 years later.
Damn.
Your favorite guy would state
when he's 20? He did it again?
That they reached out to his parents to make him stop this horrible behavior online, and they'd make him deactivate his account before he went too far. And I believe this is when he uploaded that first apology video to his account. But
wait, what? You reached out to his parents?
This just lasted about 2 years before he'd come back to TikTok and
okay, so so they reached out to his parents to delete an account because when he was 17, he talked to a 14-year-old. That's a little okay. Interesting. I mean, if I was the parents, I would have them deactivate too, because being internet famous is stupid.
Started to prey on innocent minors once again. But this time, he was 19 years old, turning 20. This would lead
19.
to another apology video that your favorite guy spoke about in his video.
Another 14-year-old dude? Yeah, my man's got a type. Just kidding. Just kidding.
The situation.
This is Dylan Zippe.
Okay. Why are you following this dude? What the hell? Your favorite guy?
This is also
because you could see it. You see the little follow-up.
His video covering the situation.
That was the little joke. I need you guys to understand that was the joke, so I don't look silly.
Is Dylan Zippe.
Okay.
This is also Dylan Zippe.
He looks like he's off that fucking perk, bro.
This is Dylan Zippe, sexting a 14-year-old.
Damn. Oh, wow. It's so beautiful. Spread it open. What the fuck? Damn. Jesus. How do we know she's 14? That's the only thing. Like, I need to know.
This is Dylan Zippe sexting 13-year-old.
Okay. That's if it's true, that's fucked up. But how do we have a confirmation? Yeah, so want to hang out sometime? Damn, bro. We just need a confirmation of the ages, only because it's very important to get that information.
This is Dylan Zippe sexting a 14-year-old.
Damn.
Dylan Zippe is 20 years old.
Dylan, if it is true, you're out, brother. You're gonna go sit on the bench. You gotta go sit on the bench, my man. You need access. You gotta sit on the bench, brother. Gotta sit on the bench. If you think about it, though, that is like the 14, 13. What is that, 40? That's not too bad. He's like twice his age, I'm sorry. It's terrible.
And I knew him before he was 18.
Damn.
The reason I knew him was because there was a Snapchat group chat of a bunch of TikTokers.
I want a girlfriend. Okay.
And we were both in it. And this was before all this stuff came out about him. While we were both in this group chat, it came out that while he was 17, he was texting multiple 14-year-olds.
That I don't care about that much. It's not as big of a deal. 14, 17, not a big fan, not predatory. But it's weird that he's 20 still talking to them. That's where it becomes like a real problem.
Multiple 13-year-olds. I told him to cut it out. Did he? Not at
Yeah, Sam, can you respond? Please, just watch what you say. Yes, I will. Well, it doesn't sound like you're telling him to cut it out.
all. Us creators ended up contacting his parents about his behavior. They made him deactivate the account, but since then he's moved out. Unsurprisingly,
Jesus.
2 years later,
He can move out at 18 or 20? That's fucking impressive, man. I was staying in my fucking house for a long time. It's expensive out there, brother.
has once again been caught trying to sext and meet up with 14-year-olds.
That's
I
crazy.
honestly think Dylan is messed up in the head.
Maybe.
Like, there's something wrong with him, because this was the apology video he posted about all of this.
I just hope that
Oh my god.
this would never happen again. So hopefully you guys will understand. And trust me, I don't want this to go downhill or ruin my life or my career that I'm going to do in the future. And
Well, according to Hollywood standards, Dylan's on the track to success, if anything. No? Aren't you forced? I'm just kidding. Damn. Well, I mean, I guess he's apologizing for it. That's pretty fucked up, brother. What the hell is this guy doing? You get this guy off of social media, get him to a therapist. I think there's still hope for him. I think if he catches a therapist now at 20 years old, I think that he could stop being a pedophile. Potentially. I guess you're close to the classification. He certainly needs some kind of counseling.
and I'll be more careful next time and ask girls their age.
Listen, man, you get like one. I didn't ask their age. You know what I mean? You get one of those. You can't use that excuse twice. I'll give you one, but after you don't ask age the first time, you know what you start doing? Asking age, right? You can't be like, oh, I didn't ask age. Come on, man, what are you doing? You gotta stop.
Before I start talking to them either on Instagram or Snapchat. So hope you guys understand and hopefully like this video and
I like this video, dude. This guy's out of his mind. Bro, this guy's the next fucking Phil Collins with the music he's playing. Holy shit. Share this video. There's no way this is real. This guy had paid fucking $5 for a 13-year-old to edit the video. He was caught talking to fucking 13-year-olds, and then he paid a 13-year-old to edit his apology video for talking to 13-year-olds. What the hell? This dude's crazy, bro. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Let's keep going.
The gaslighting in this video is insane.
Bro, I'm not even that wasn't even gaslighting. I wouldn't call that gaslighting. That was just dumb.
He entirely ignores the recent time he was caught sexting or trying to sex a 14-year-old.
Jesus.
And he knew the ages.
Yeah, I'm 14. Damn.
Hell, I even catfished.
How long are you? 7 feet. Bro, this is so fun. I'm so desensitized to this shit. This is fucking crazy, man. How long are you? 7 feet. Why would you? It's just so dumb. This person was obviously trying to troll Dylan. If that's the fucking response you're gonna give.
Him at the time, telling him I was 14.
Oh, see, it was him. Well, sorry, I'm yawning. Did you see his seven, bro? Come on, let me hear it.
Audacity he has to tell people to like and share this video. Like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
It's kind of funny. It's fucked up, but it's kind of funny that he go. The funnier part is that he probably didn't realize. Like, there's got to be something wrong with this guy for him to be like this video. There's no way he's doing it as a joke. Like, if I got caught with something, not like this, I would never probably with really bad racism allegations. Not that I would ever get caught with that, but that's more realistic to me. Or not even racism, just any type of bigotry. But anyway, that I would do that at the end of the video just to be like, as a joke. I'd be like, guys, sorry that I said those things, but also there was an AI. But still, I'm sorry. And then it would go like and share this video at the end. I'd pay a 13-year-old to edit it from like Fiverr. Just because it's so funny, you know?
Anyways, that is the story of Dylan Zippe.
This second apology video held very little accountability for his actions and barely spoke about the situation that he put himself in, and just like the first—
Yeah, well, you know what's interesting? Nobody, this is the thing, and I'm not even saying it's a good thing, because I say people don't care about stuff all the time as a way to get you guys to realize that something doesn't matter. Like the Mr. Beast thing, where that obnoxious woman had a meltdown on the internet because she was supposed to get fourth place or third place instead of fourth, and Mr. Beast edited it down or something, and then she cried like she was assaulted. It was insane. And she was going off like, "Oh, I have trauma from this." Like, shut up. That doesn't matter. But what I was say here, and I don't care about that because it just doesn't matter. But when I say I don't care here, or I do care, people don't care though. The problem is Dylan is a cringe content creator. Nobody's ever going to care if he's a pedophile or a potential predator or possibly just have behavioral issues. These are all things that are possible. He'd need to sit down with a therapist because nobody cares about his reputation. They think he's cringe. So if anything, that's going to enhance his career on TikTok, which is a career. His cringe posting.
apology, Dylan made it about himself and not the victims,
I love you,
and
Joe.
acted as if he was the victim, apologizing only to get the weight of the accusations off of his back. But this was a 13-year-old that Dylan would send a picture of his little Dylan to, and it would be shown around Twitter, and people would start to expose him. Then there was another—
That's on Twitter. I'm trying to see, trying to do research. You shouldn't do that. I'm kind of curious though. I'm kind of curious. People looked at mine when it got leaked. I might as well try to, you know what I mean?
Investigation into Dylan by the Goat Zerg and Goob U2 on TikTok. In April of 2023, Zerg, who is an investigator who does these types of things, where he uses a decoy account to kind of see if he can lure these creeps—
Damn, I wish I didn't look. I wish I didn't even look, dude. I didn't even look. I was just kidding. That was a joke. Let me just tell you something. He's not 7 feet tall. That's all I'll tell you.
into messaging him, used that decoy account to see if Dylan was still communicating very creepily by messaging kids, and he very much was still messaging any young kid that messaged him.
Damn.
Right out of the gate, he'd tell the decoy that he was single, and then he'd ask her to add him on Snapchat. But you could clearly see by just simply clicking on her profile account—
What does that mean? What does AHS 27 mean? Does that mean when they're going to graduate? I'm confused, right? So it'd be like 14. I don't care. Okay, I think that's what it is. The 14. But you got to think about it like this. It says Christ in their bio. So if this is a 14-year-old, according to the law of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, it's okay for Dylan to marry this girl and to sleep with her because she's on her period. And according to the Bible, as long as once you hit puberty for a woman, once she goes on her period, she can be married to an old man. If you're upset with that take, seethe and cope, and also look at the Bible because it's not my fucking take. Okay, it's not mine. That's the Bible. So maybe Dylan's just a man of Christ. Maybe maybe Dylan is the victim of religion. By the way, I love God and the concept of God, but this is like a very real problem. Just letting you know. Yeah.
Now that she graduates high school in 2027, which is 4 years from now. And even when she added him on Snapchat, she stated that she was only 14 years old. But
yeah, I'm 14. Sad. Why do you care?
that didn't stop
Hey, good
Dylan.
morning.
He'd continued to speak to the decoy as if he just didn't see the messages of her telling him that she was 14. Telling the decoy that he had space for her in his bed and how he wanted to see some pictures of her and how he wanted to take her out on a date. And of course, he already knew her age, so he couldn't use the unknowing of her age as an excuse for later on.
This makes lots of weird content about finding love and falling in love and running into your ex. It's bizarre. But whatever, nothing illegal about that. However, he recently got into the inbox of my friend Arlen's decoy account that he uses to catch predators just like Dylan.
Why? That's weird. I mean, like, listen, here's the thing. Because, like, obviously there are bad guys and predators out there. Hey, what's up, Brian? How are you doing, brother? There are bad guys out there. But, like, I find it so weird to be a catcher of the, like having decoy accounts and, like, you're sexting guys like that. You know what I mean? That's a fucking weird job. That's kind of gay. You know? Like, you're sitting there, you're trying to catch, potential predators. I get it. But you make a fake account and then you're sexting all these guys? That's a little gay.
And it clearly states that they graduate from high school in 4 years. If that wasn't enough for this 20-year-old man to keep from hitting on a child, the decoy even said, "I'm 14, why do you care?" He even asked to see the decoy's body, which he knows is 14. The decoy asks, "See what?" And he says, "You're a butt, LMAO. I'm sorry, I'm a dummy." "Dylan, you are a dummy." He tells the 14-year-old decoy, "I've never had a girlfriend before." Tells her he has a spot right next to him for her, and asks if she would smash or pass him. In their Instagram conversation, he asks the decoy if they want to hang out, cuddle with him, and if he can see her 14-year-old ass.
Damn, did he say the words, "Can I see your 14-year-old ass," or whatever? Because that would be extra fucked up. Because then he definitely that's the difference between, like, being desperate, which is still wrong. He needs to see a therapist or potentially even get arrested. But there's, like, the difference between being desperate and taking anything you can get versus, like, looking for let me see your 14-year-old ass. You know what I mean? That's weird. That's even worse. It's wrong both the ways. I'm just saying, it's worse when you're, like, looking for it. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, is right, Dylan. Hopefully San Francisco State University doesn't see this. I saw you recently committed to them. What's even more pathetic is this. Dylan was already caught talking to children 2 years ago.
Crazy.
Here's an apology video he posted in 2021.
And I did not know that she was 14. She didn't tell me her age.
Well, this time she told you her age, fucking creep. Dylan, it's time to go.
I guess that's what Dylan likes about 14-year-olds. He gets older and they stay the same. A little Matthew McConaughey for you.
Get off the TikTok, get off the Instagram, get yourself some help, you fucking perv.
Isn't it crazy that, like, 10, 15, 20 years ago, this was acceptable behavior? Like, Matthew McConaughey was in a movie where he's hanging out. I'm pretty sure he was hanging outside of, like, a high school. And he's like, "That's what I like about high schoolers. I get older and they stay the same age." And back then we're like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." And now it's like, hey, that's illegal. I think we're going into we're going in the right direction. Of course, obviously. It's just fucking wild, dude. It's wild. It's wild where we were. Jesus.
This situation was creepy, and it did seem like when Dylan got exposed, he did take a little break from creating content on his TikTok.
I know this is a random thought and probably not appropriate considering the subject matter of the video that we're talking about right now, but sometimes I wish I can go back in time and be as excited for boobs as I used to be. You know what I mean? Like, now, you see them everywhere. You see them on TikTok. It's like, okay, that's all right. That's not bad. But back then, dude, oh my God. My heart used to beat out of my chest the way it does now after I eat a whole Domino's pizza. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, look at those. Boom, 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 boom. It's like, damn, I'll never get that back. I'll never get that back. You know what I mean? That's one of those things that you just never get that back. It's incredible stuff. What a beautiful moment.
Account, and also limited the comments on his Instagram page. But he'd continue to do the same old thing that we see from other creators: get exposed, take a break from creating content to his page,
that
and then
14-year-old
come back
is.
as if nothing really happened,
Yep.
and until the accusations and everything goes away.
Yeah.
But this one takes a turn for the worse.
What do you mean? They're already at? I thought this was already at the worst.
Because your favorite guy came out with an update video on
shit.
another victim in September of 2023, just a couple
Lord.
weeks ago. I guess Dylan was caught once again speaking to a
He got fired from Sky Zone, the trampoline park.
minor, but this time it was a boy. Your favorite guy came
Okay. How old was the boy? I'm a little thrown. It's like the worst. This is the worst one yet. Why? Because it was a boy this time. Why is that worse? It's just as bad. I'm just like, how old was the boy?
came out with an update video a week later speaking about how Dylan was fired from his job because offline he was speaking to minors as well.
Damn.
And he was working at a trampoline park where mostly kids go to.
Apparently, Dylan Zippe got caught again. This time, lying about his age to a 14-year-old guy.
Damn. Sad shit.
Hitting him up and asking him if he's bad, telling him to send him like pictures of himself. The guy goes, "I'm 14," and he goes, "Me too." This guy knew
Okay. Well, he certainly has a dig of a 14-year-old, so. Sorry.
who Dylan Zippe was, so he sent the screenshots to me. This is the same guy who practically got away with little girls like 13, 14, 15.
Now that it's getting gay, it's getting worse. This guy actually might be like a legitimate. I mean, 14 isn't technically a pedophile, but I think this guy might actually be like a legitimate predator. You know, there's a pattern. It's, again, like I said before, there is a difference, not in the way that you would necessarily judge somebody from a law perspective, but from a treatment method. There is a difference between being desperate and taking an underage person or talking to an underage person because you're a desperate loser versus actively targeting underage people. And we're at a point now where I feel like the pattern's been set that this guy targets 13 and 14-year-old kids, right? Like, it's not like it happened once and it's like, okay, I mean, this guy did it when he was 17 and then he did it again when he was 20. You know, so at this point, this is, in my opinion, this is predatory. We're at that. We've satisfied that point. So,
15-year-olds, asking them to hang out, meet up at football stadiums at night. Dylan Zippe works at Sky Zone. He works around little kids. And I think he's back to posting on TikTok. He has me.
One time I did Uber for somebody from Sky Zone, and I had to pick him up, but the Uber brought me to the wrong place, and I was like driving around for like 10 minutes just trying to find the guy. He's pissed me off. Not really relevant to the story. Sorry.
Blocked, but I checked out his account last night on my alt account.
Oh, shit.
And he was up and posting stuff. And it's just crazy how, like, non-accountable social media is. You can literally be somebody like Dylan Zippe or like James Charles and just get away with what.
Just be very clear. Dylan Zippe and James Charles are not the same from what I've seen. Listen, we need to kind of get to the point in our online conversation where we get proportionate in the way that we view people. It's not your favorite guy's fault. He didn't set the narrative for James Charles. What James Charles did was inappropriate, but this guy's probably not a predator. Dylan is. James Charles is probably not a predator. From my understanding, it was when he was 18, he talked to a 14-year-old that he says he didn't know the age of. And then when he was 21, he talked to 16-year-olds, a couple of 16-year-olds. And then there were a ton of false allegations, so it's hard to figure out the specifics. Both very inappropriate, even if he did know the age, but not predatory necessarily. Just want to be very clear. We're talking about this is very different. There's a difference. With Dylan, it seems like, what's the counter at? 10, 13, and 14-year-olds? He seems to have like a consistent pattern. Whereas James Charles' pattern seems to be more of being not checking ages because he's a desperate loser, which is also supported by the fact that he is like trying to sleep with straight men as well. He's not trying to force himself onto them, but they are different, right? They are a bit different, you know, because again, this Dylan Zippo guy, this is like fucking 10. We're on 14-year-old number 10 here. Little different from James Charles. I don't think James Charles is a predator. I think he's done inappropriate shit. But again, you know, when the other guy, when it was like 14 and 17, I was like, not a big fan, inappropriate, not good. I see the same thing about 14 and 18 with James. 21 and 16, again, that's not good at all. Doesn't necessarily indicate predatory behavior. It's just very inappropriate, right? It's a behavioral problem. I think a lot of young men have this problem too, where they'll talk to people, they won't, like they're just like looking for somebody, like, oh, they look grown enough. It's an unfortunate issue in society that needs to change, of course. But like predatory is very aggressive. It's very intense. It's a lot. There needs to be a lot established for you to be a predator. You know, we need to maintain the severity of that word. You know, so just bringing that up. This Dylan Zippe guy though does seem to be very much more than that.
Whatever, like people are gonna be mad at you for like maybe like a couple months, and then it's going to be fine. You're still going to be able to post and get views.
Would I say this guy's like Gemini? Gemini is always going to be worse. Gemini raped the girl, so the girl came forward and was like, you know, he also got kicked out of school for sexual battery, so it's very different.
Cancel culture is fake. Dylan Zippe's a bad person.
Based.
That's the end of the story.
I mean, I got canceled, so it's not really fake, but...
I might as well give you guys the update on Dylan Zippe since you guys eat it up every single time. Dylan Zippe got fired from the Sky Zone he worked at, which is a trampoline park where he works with a bunch of little kids who come there to jump on trampolines.
Damn, I guess Dylan's also coming there too, huh?
This guy Jake hit me up and was telling me about how he knew what trampoline park
fucking language is this? Defi in Mission Viejo? What the fuck?
Dylan Zippe worked at, and I think he worked at multiple. And the reason he knew this is because his friend was working.
Damn, he worked at Imagine he worked at like 3 different trampoline parks. He's just going around trying his best to look at. That's disgusting.
With Dylan Zippe, and last week he hit me up and it was like he got fired from his work, and I said, "How do you know?" And he said, "My friend worked with him and told me he got fired for texting underage girls." Damn. So yeah, I think this is a good thing that Dylan Zippe's fired from his job because he should not be working with anyone close to the age of 18.
What? That last part threw me. I think he should be working with people close to the age of 18 or at 18 plus. I guess I get what he's saying. But okay, all right, sure. I think he needs a therapist.
And of course, anybody under 18. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. There was a couple other people who I'm waiting on to respond to my Instagram DMs because they reached out to me and were like, "Yo, Dylan Zippe got caught again," stuff like that.
Damn.
But nothing has been proved so far. But I will keep you guys updated.
Now, Dylan Zippe is a creator who will probably never change and who shouldn't have a platform that is aimed at targeting children.
Well, no, he shouldn't have a platform in general. It doesn't matter. He shouldn't have a platform in general. This is the thing. For what I've seen Dylan, you know, who the fuck am I? Some obese piece of shit. Dylan needs to get off the computer and he needs to see a therapist. Because if he continues this behavior, he will end up molesting a child and like harming a child. So Dylan needs to get off the computer and he needs to see like a legitimate mental health counselor to change his behavior before he gets to the point of meeting up with somebody. Because once you engage in that act of like meeting up with somebody and then you harm them, we're over. We're very much over at that point for any point of, in my opinion, change or any point of societal empathy or allowance of change. Once you pass that point of no return, you know, it's donezo. So he's still young, 20 years old. I think he could probably, given the correct behavioral interventions, change. That's what needs to happen. Hopefully he gets that.
Dylan has been caught multiple times in the past texting minors and asking for really, really gross and disgusting pictures from them, even as recently as last month where he asked the boy if he was bad. This is someone
Okay, I don't know what that means. He's like trying to spank him or something? What the fuck?
who will never change, and
That's something that you shouldn't say. I mean, that's probably a young person making this video too. But like, don't say that you can never change. I think that's the wrong way to look at it.
should get help and stay off of the internet. Usually, I'm
agree
not
with that.
someone who calls for termination of a channel or of a page, but it's clear that Dylan isn't changing his ways, and because his TikTok account is targeted to
And he's on his phone and driving. That's cancelable.
kids, I think his account should be taken down due to his heinous acts on kids.
Sure.
And again, this wasn't the first time. I'm not saying that if it was the first time it would be different, But he got called out multiple times by other creators within the sphere, and he still didn't change his ways. He continued to do things and know that he's doing this without even caring.
Song's pretty good.
The fact that he's been exposed multiple times and hasn't even gotten banned is telling of TikTok's issues with community guidelines, and it's another reason why we keep seeing a spike in weirdos on TikTok.
From the TikTok perspective, because I do agree that there is I mean, it comes to most social media, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or anything like that, where there's one-on-one, probably even Twitter. Like, yeah, it's obviously a problem. I don't know what TikTok would do about it. You know, they would need to have a certain amount of information on that topic. And then if they started enforcing, like, you know, it's that's why they usually wait for it to become a legal issue before they start going in that direction, so that they have more proof and that they don't slander anybody. Because let's say they pulled somebody's account down for talking to a 14-year-old, but it turned out that it was fake. And now they're under legal liability because they've basically engaged in some kind of whatever, you know, what they call defamation. Because now that's what, this person got banned for being a pedophile or talking to an 14-year-old. Oh shit, and that just kind of defames them if it's not true. You know what I mean? So there's a whole legal thing, but I understand what they're saying.
Who will reach out to young fans that they have made just to try to text them inappropriately. But have you ever watched Dylan Zippe on TikTok? If so, did you like his videos?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I thought they were cringe.
Or do you feel like he should be banned off of the platform?
Just ban him just for the cringe.
Let me know in the comments below. If you have any creators or video ideas
Hey,
that
what's
you
up,
want
Kat?
me to talk about, the best way you can suggest them to me is through my Instagram DMs or on my Discord. Now, there are some major updates
Wow, what a sweet couple
that are happening to the
That's
Discord
nice.
where you can earn bills coins to earn roles within the server.
fuck
So
is a bill
come
coin?
through and check it out because it's easier to look at it than me trying to explain it on a video. Now, if you find yourself enjoying the video, then please leave a like.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I'll give it a like. But that kind of seems like it's it.
Thank you all so much for watching. I can't ask for like,
All right, I think they were good. All right, yeah, man. Not a bad video. This Dylan guy's a big red flag. Seemingly one of the worst, one of the worser guys on the platform. So probably should do something about that.